Good morning. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Good morning from home. So it's currently 4:20 in the morning and I'm really just making the most of my jet lag to get in a whole brand new sleep routine. But basically this is the time I have to get up now if I want to go to sunrise, because I've been away for so long that it's gone from winter sunrises at like 6 a.m. to summer sunrises at 4:40 in the morning. So that's what we're doing today. I got back from Europe yesterday. I'm just like really scattered and rattled and don't know where I am and don't know what time it is and everything, but we're just making the most of it and getting in a brand new routine. So that's what I'm going to bring you guys along for this week, and let's just kick things off at sunrise. I don't think there's going to be a sunrise because it's been raining, but I'm just trying to get back into the routine. So let's go, fingers crossed, and it's good to be back. Okay, it's basically raining, but wow, I have missed this so much. Firstly, the beach has grown. It wasn't this big when I left, and secondly, it's so good to be back. And the best part, I'm not tired at all. No sunrise, guys, but it's fine. I'm just happy to be here. I've got training this morning at 5:30 in the morning, which something that also occurred when I was away is that we now have like sunrise sessions because it's summer, which I'm so excited about. So we're currently in a training deload, which is honestly the biggest blessing ever because it's like a nice gentle way for me to return back to training. Not that I took a break from training, but to get back into training like while being jet lagged. I feel like you don't realize how long it takes your body to recover. So yeah, this is like the perfect way for me to get back into routine, and I'm joining the squad this morning because I want to see everyone and I don't want to do another session on my own after the past 5 weeks. Training is done and I did not feel good. Well, initially I did feel good, and this is exactly how I felt when I raced in America and just like did not time the jet lag with my race. Basically, you feel sweet, and then while you're running, it feels like a literal blanket of fatigue gets like thrown on you. That's exactly how I felt this morning. Not that the session mattered because it was like a deloaded session anyway, but it was fine. And then as soon as we got to those tires, it was like, oh my god, the fatigue, the lactic just hit me like a bus. Do you want to let the YouTube fam know how you're feeling?
I'm actually feeling really good.
Are you?
Yeah.
I feel like jet lag's such a great like opportunity to just completely reset your routine because you got to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm actually loving it. We're off to Boyd's favourite coffee shop now. Excited?
Yeah, it's good to be home.
It's so good to be home. The sun's shining now. We're getting some proper GC weather. It's so good.
Arrived home yesterday and there was 40 mils of rain.
Yeah, we arrived home yesterday and it was just bucketing, but I actually didn't mind it because I needed a day to just like get everything sorted, get my life back together.
It was nice to sleep too.
That's good. This is just the best. I am reunited with my favorite brekkie plate. There are a few things that I missed so much about home, which you guys haven't heard the end of, but cottage cheese I haven't had in 5 weeks, and it's one of my favorite foods. Hot honey I haven't had in 5 weeks, and it's probably my favorite food. If you guys are new here, I'll run you through the plate. We've got some grilled mushrooms and zucchini. I cook it in olive oil and Celtic salt. Then I've got English muffins. 2 of them have cottage cheese and wild caught smoked salmon with some capers. This is scrambled eggs, cottage cheese, and hot honey. Try the combo and then just thank me later. And then I've got some more salmon on the side. Normally I also add some kimchi, but I don't have any. And I also have just some strawberries and kiwi. So we've got like sweet, savory, spicy, creamy. Oh my god, guys, it is seriously the best breakfast ever. And now straight back into work mode. So I have a really exciting meeting with Move with us this morning to discuss an upcoming challenge. I can't say anything because I don't actually know what they're going to tell me, but I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, just thought I'd run you guys through my day. Towards the back end of my trip, some of you guys noticed and really let me know via DM. Obviously being away for 5 weeks, my nails got so long and so grown out. I get my nails done and they were genuine claws. I took a photo at Blank Street Matcha, like holding up my drink, and I was so self-conscious posting it. I was like, nah, no one will notice. People noticed and people were like, oh my god, leave your nails. So yesterday when I got off the plane, before I saw anyone or did anything, I went straight to the nail salon because obviously, very exciting, just got engaged. And the last thing I want is showing everyone my ring and then having the most disturbing nails. So I got my nails done yesterday, which was so nice. I feel so much more put together. But one thing that I don't feel put together with is my hair. So today, we are off to the hairdresser and I'm so excited. There's no better feeling for me than fresh blonde, and I just feel like the hard water in Europe, oh my god, like the back end of my trip, the hard water basically is like just the tap water there. My skin was flaking off, my hair was getting darker by the day and just getting more like dry and straw-like and dull and yuck. So I'm very excited today to be getting a refresh and just to feel a little bit more myself. Internally, I feel pretty bad right now, like I'm very tired, and externally I look tired. So we're gonna do a little bit of a zhuzh up and hopefully it brings a little bit more life. Oh my god, it feels so like just so nice. Anyways, home time now, lunchtime now, and time to get some work done. I am crashing so hard. I think like sitting in the hairdresser chair getting my head massage did not help, but I'm also gonna try and not have caffeine as well. My appetite is very much still in Europe and all I want is like Mediterranean food. So I've made a like Mediterranean pulled chicken feta rice bake. This is what it looks like. It looks amazing. I also made a little homemade tzatziki as well that I'm gonna put on top, but it looks so good. It's definitely not like a bake season. Like it's warm, we're basically in summer, but I don't care. It's all I want. It's not grilled octopus, but it's close. In the past, like I used to use olive oil like just for cooking. It was just as like a non-stick measure. That was kind of it. Since coming home from Europe, olive oil is like on absolutely everything. Like I am now drowning my veggies, drowning my tzatziki in olive oil. Like it is so good. And I think because like over there, the quality of the olive oil was so good. Like it was almost like it was a sauce for everything. But if you guys have any recommendations of like a really good quality brand, like I don't even know where to start. I assume an extra virgin is good. That's what I've been using. But if you have any recommendations, like I want it to be as good as it was like all over Europe. But yeah, this is your sign. Like olive oil elevates absolutely everything you cook, and stop using it just as like a pan lubricant and actually use it as like a delicacy for your tongue, because oh my god, I've been sleeping on it and it's so good, especially with bread and salt. Oh, good evening, jet lag update. So I did like an hour of work, and then it's currently 6, it took me 2 hours to film myself say 3 words. And the rest of that time was literally just me staring at the ceiling. And I've never wanted to not have dinner so much in my life and just go to bed. But I don't want this to be my new routine of needing to sleep at 6 o'clock every night, because I've got training normally at this time. So I'm gonna force myself to cook some dinner, just get it down and then go to bed. Beef hot honey bowls are back. I add peppers to mine, and I also cover my hot honey bowls with sheep's cheese, like sheep's parmesan. Don't ask, I accidentally bought it and I fell in love with it. I just think it tastes so much better than normal parmesan. I actually don't like normal parmesan if I'm completely honest, but sheep's cheese, it tastes like Baby Bell. Good morning. I'm up a little bit earlier than yesterday. It's currently 4:15 and I feel $1,000,000. I think like this is when I peak, which is crazy, and I think today that means I'm just gonna have to like start everything a bit earlier if this is when I feel good, which is fine. Let's go to sunrise. I can't wait. I hope we get one. All right, the time has come. I've got my first gym session back at my gym with my coach. I also didn't pack my lifting shoes to Europe. So if you guys, like any of you guys do Olympic lifting or even just like squat with lifters, like I've been squatting and doing cleans in my bloody New Balances, and OMG, no session, like I feel like I trained quite well over there, but no session felt as good as it does at home. Like having lifters is just a game changer. And just like, oh, the way that my gym here is set up, I'm so lucky. I can kind of just like not pack up after myself until the end of my session. Just like do supersets of like the most random things because the gym is sort of built in that way. Whereas training in commercial gyms overseas, like having to adapt with different equipment, like just no session was normal. So I'm just so excited, guys. I'm so excited to have my pre-workout, my banana, just like back in normal routine and just like, oh, guys, I'm so excited. Training didn't go that good. I'm jet lagged though, and I'm trying to remind myself that, but I don't know, I just couldn't lift much, felt heavy, but that's honestly like what you get. I also definitely need to give myself credit that over the 5 weeks in Europe, I didn't miss a single training session, and I really just wanted to prove to myself and like, I guess like other people as well, that you can do both. Like you can travel and you can also work towards your goals. Like your goals don't have to be put on pause just because you're traveling overseas, and obviously that helps when I have a race season to come home to. But yeah, I feel like so many people told me like there is no way you're going to be able to do your gym sessions in Europe, and I'm like, did you guys even try? Or is that just a thing that people go overseas and just like stop training? Which if that's you, suit yourself, like nothing against that. I am so here for like balance and taking breaks, but for me, my training makes me feel good. And on the days where I trained, I feel like I was such a better, more positive person and just felt so much better and happier. And yeah, and also when you're an athlete, you kind of don't just take random breaks before your race season starts. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I made an elite lunch today. I'm really in my cooking era, and I'm just making like the most random things. I think because I've been away, I haven't, aside from eating octopus every day, but like I don't have like a lunch fixation because I haven't been making lunch. So I'm just experimenting, and I love that. So today I made another like sort of Mediterranean inspired loaded potato bowl, and basically it is potatoes. There is like a little bit of salad, so cucumber, lettuce. I've also got some peppers and zucchini. Protein source is tinned mussels, which I have just been craving, and I had some in my pantry. And then dressing wise, extra virgin olive oil, and also like the oil that comes in the tinned mussels. And then I've also got some capers, there's some beetroot, there's some oregano, feta on top, and it looks so good. Lately it feels like all I do in my vlogs is just show you guys my food, but my favorite apple pie yogurt bowls are back for dessert. I feel like I'm also saying this about everything, but I miss this so much. Let me know if you guys want the recipe, but I feel like I share it all the time pre-Europe. I'm gonna sit on the couch and eat this before I head to bed. I'm currently watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, season 1, because I'm so behind. But yeah, good night guys. Good morning. Okay, we have done now 4 days of consistent 8 p.m. bedtime, 4 a.m. wake up. I feel amazing. My Whoop recovery is crazy good considering the circumstances. I'm at 92 for like the 3rd time this week. My heart rate variability is like the highest it's ever been. But we're gonna go to sunrise this morning. I don't think there is a sunrise, but I'm just getting up for it either way just so I can stick at this. I just love this time of year so much, and the fact that I have done my morning sunrise walk, done my track session, gone to the post office and gone to the gym, done a double, all before 9 a.m. is just crazy to me. But at the same time, I don't think I was ready for a double session at all. My track session was not hard at all. It was a deloaded session and it was very like tempo vibes, but I think yeah, obviously my body's very out of whack at the moment. I feel like I'm also like sorry for like complaining, not even complaining, but just like talking about it so much, but I guess that's what this vlog's about. Yeah, there was a lot of in the gym staring into space, and like it was one of those sessions where, you know, when like obviously when you train in the gym and when your muscles grow, there's like micro tears in your muscles and you don't feel the tears, but like that's why you get sore the next day. It was one of those sessions where I could feel my muscles tearing like mid-rep. It was awful. Boyd is currently en route back to the Gold Coast. Oakley stayed with my family while we were in Europe, and my family live in Melbourne. So Oakley had to get driven to Melbourne, and then Boyd, the day after we arrived back home, he flew to Melbourne and has been driving for the past 2 days from Melbourne to here. He's an absolute champion to do that fresh off the plane while jet lagged, and I had a lot of work to get back to, hence why I'm not in the car with him, but honestly could not think of anything worse. So hats off to Boyd, and I'm honestly so excited to see Oakley. He's gonna be here in the next few hours. Oakley! Hi! Hello! Christmas has come to this household. We have 3 kilos worth of CSV, all these launches that happened while I was away, and I'm gonna spend the day filming some hauls to show you guys, probably mostly on like Instagram and TikTok, but let me know if you guys also want hauls here. But I'm so excited to try all this on. Guess what day it is? It is Friday night steak night. Normally Sunday night steak night is the drill, but we're having it on Friday because this is all we feel like. Honestly, it looks so good. I have miso on my steak like always, and over our veggies we always put hot honey and also parmesan. It just makes it so much better. And this time, since coming back, so much olive oil because it is seriously the goat. Good morning, happy Saturday. I have a friend with me for my sunrise walk this time. Say hello. Good morning, everyone. oh my god. Are you kidding me, guys? My god, this is insane. Oakie's back!
Today, we're not racing each other.
Okay, sounds good.
Try to hold that front line. Heads down.
Good afternoon. I'm dressed like Ronald McDonald today because I have life-saving duties this afternoon. Pretty much backstory is, in order for me to compete as a beach sprinter, I have to do like volunteer hours on the weekends where I am a lifesaver. It's not every weekend, but it's like, what, twice a month maybe? Or once, 2 times every 2 months? 3 times every 2 months? I don't know. Anyways, I'm making my lunch that I'm going to take to the beach. There's supposed to be monster storms today on the Gold Coast. Like, I mean, I was just at the beach and it was sunny. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but there's like tornado risks. And I'm going to be on the beach, so no one better swim. But I'm making a chopped salad that I'm going to take with me to the beach. And I'm so excited. I feel like this is like such a good summer lunch. I always feel like packing like a good lunch to patrol as well just gives me something to look forward to when time's going really slow. In the bowl, I've got lettuce, sprouts, olives, beetroot, onion, tomato, cucumber, capers, and then I've also just poached and like shredded up some chicken breast. pop the chicken in the bowl. And now I'm gonna make the sauce. Main ingredient, we got Greek yogurt. And then we're just gonna olive oil that. Lots of salt, garlic powder, paprika. It needs more salt. Combine the two. Mix her all together. Yum, this looks so good. Yum. That's her. I'm gonna put it in a container and put it in my esky bag with the ice brick. And then I'm gonna take these crackers with me and I'm gonna like nachos kind of vibe, you know what I mean? But that's gonna be so good. Good morning and happy Sunday. So this morning I kind of went against everything that I've been trying to do with my jet lag, and I just wanted to sleep as long as I possibly could. I feel like this week the message sent from my brain to my body is so delayed. Like I'll tell my body to do one thing and it will do it like a second later, and that's just like how I felt training the whole week, and just so equally like weak, but also like I'm dragging 1,000 kilos behind me. And tomorrow on the track I start a new training block, and it's like kind of a big training block. It's like, I guess, our first one that really starts to look like race season is here. Like we're running fast, it's a lot less like tempo stuff, my volume really drops, intensity really ramps up a lot, and I just don't want to go to training tomorrow feeling how I felt yesterday. So I thought I would just catch up on as much sleep as possible. So we went to bed at 9 and I woke up at 6:50. So I got a lot of sleep. I feel good, and all I want today is to just have a really, really restful day where I just feel really good tomorrow, because I just want to train really well. We're going for a walk this morning. It's never far on a Sunday. It's always a short walk, mostly just to get a coffee and let Oakley out. I'm wearing a new little CSB set that I got in the mail the other day. The color's called Plum. Very cute. But yeah, that's on the agenda. And pretty much I'm also just having a work day today because I feel like I don't deserve a weekend. Because I've had a weekend for 5 weeks. We had a lovely day at the beach today. I have like nothing in my fridge. I need to go do groceries, but I've come up with this really random dish and it tastes really good. It's similar to yesterday's one, but it's got rice in it instead of the cracker dip. But it's kind of like a crispy cauliflower and pulled chicken creamy mixture with rice. Looks amazing. Sort of like coleslaw sort of vibe, but with chicken and cauliflower and some veggies and lots of olive oil and cheese, and so good. I feel like I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation. I haven't spoken about it and it's well overdue. So if you guys missed it, at the very beginning of our Europe trip, very exciting, it was in Santorini, Boyd and I got engaged. So I am a fiance, which is so crazy to say. I'm still like in disbelief, and I honestly feel like I'm like too young and immature to even be calling myself that, but then I'm also really not that young. Anyways, I thought I would share all the tea about it. Quite a few people have asked, like, did I know it was gonna happen or did I have a feeling? And absolutely not. I remember my dentist like a week before we left for Europe was like, so do you think you're gonna come home with a ring? And I was like, no. Like, there is no way. And the only reason why I was like, there is absolutely no way Boyd is proposing is because firstly, I like booked our trip, and for a very long time, like, Boyd is not very like good with geography. He's never traveled before. Boyd couldn't even name like half the places we were going. Like, he would get so confused about like what city was in what country, and I was like, if Boyd is going into this trip like this, not even really knowing every single place that we're going to and in what order and for how long, there is no way he's proposing to me. Like, that's just way too much admin. So I was like, there's no way he's doing it because he doesn't even know where we're going to be. And I remember mentioning that I didn't really have like any plans in Santorini, and I was like not going to book a boat day. I was going to do one in Milos, maybe one in Paros, but I was like, Santorini, we're only there for like 2 nights and I don't really have any plans. Like, I don't really know what you do there. And he was like, well, can I like take over one day? Can I decide what we do? And me knowing Boyd, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a day of like going to museums or like history. Or now let's fast forward to when we're in Santorini. So we arrive, we check into our accommodation that I booked, and I knew that the second day was Boyd's day. Obviously, like, not knowing what was coming, I had no questions for Boyd's day that like he'd planned. I was just like, whatever, I'm excited for the surprise, but obviously not expecting to get engaged. And he's like, do you want to know, do you want to know, do you want to know like what we're doing? And I'm like, no, like, I want it to be a surprise. I don't care, I like the surprise. And he like kept almost like asking me for me to ask him in a way. Anyways, the one clue he gave me when we checked into our first accommodation is he said, I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but don't like get too comfortable here and don't unpack your bags. And I was like, that's weird. That means that we're not staying here for very long. So originally we booked our accommodation for, I think it was 3 nights, and we stayed for the 2 and then we checked out early. So it gets to the day where we check out and I'm like, where on earth are we going? You guys saw that day we were watching like the grand final, and Boyd organised a driver to come and pick us up in the afternoon, and he was like, make sure you wear something like kind of nice, like don't just rock up in your jammies and whatever. We get a driver, and it was like, he was like a bougie driver too. I was like, where on earth are we going? And we end up at this resort called Katikis, and it's like insane. I feel like I'd seen that resort like all over my like For You page and everything before, and it was really giving like the old like 2015 Jay and Alexis ran, like one of those sort of resorts that they would have gone to. Anyways, we've arrived at this resort. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. We just sort of like spent the day by the pool, and I was like obviously posting so many stories because it was so beautiful and so much better than the resort that we'd come from. This is what I mean by I had absolutely no idea Boyd was going to propose. Me posting all these stories, one of them I posted, I said Boyd asked to like organize one day in Greece, and look at what he's done. And I was showing off like the hotel and everything, and so many people were responding to that story with the ring emoji, being like, oh my god, he's so gonna propose. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't think so. And that kind of put, I guess, the idea in my head. So no, I did not think he was going to do it until people started saying it, and I was like, oh, like maybe he is. If one person said it, I wouldn't have thought it, but there was a lot of you guys telling me that he's so going to do it. And I kind of wish no one said that, because I think like the whole proposal would have been a 1000% surprise if no one had said that. And like, anyways, I can't go back to the past, but the one plan that we did have is he had a dinner reservation at 7, so he's like, make sure you're ready for dinner at like 6:45 or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm getting ready, and I did pack one like nice dress to Europe, and Boyd did say to wear like my nicest outfit at that dinner, which I didn't suspect it to obviously be a proposal, because I was like, we're at a really nice resort, we're going to a really nice dinner. And also, when you're in Santorini, you're obviously going to wear like a white dress, and I feel like of all places in Greece, like Santorini, like you really do get quite dressed up. So a few people were like, oh my god, just wearing a white dress, like she knew. No, I didn't know. It's just kind of what you wear in Santorini. So I wore that dress, and I was getting ready, and I remember doing my makeup, being like, oh my god, like maybe Boyd is gonna propose tonight. Like everyone's kind of put that in my head. Then I started freaking out and was like, wait, what if he doesn't propose? I'm like, do I tell him that I thought he was gonna propose, or would that make him feel really guilty? Or imagine if I told him I thought you were going to propose, and then he ends up proposing like 3 weeks later in Paris. And I was like, oh my god, I was freaking out. But I made sure I did my makeup really nice and everything, because I was like, just in case. So a lot was going through my head, and I was like kind of wigging out. I'm like, is it going to happen? Is it going to not? And then this is what confirmed to me that it wasn't going to happen, is because I think I asked for like maybe like our face wash or something, and I was like, Boyd, where is it? And he's like, it's in my suitcase. And I went over to the suitcase, And I was like, if there's a ring in there, like he would not have let me go through his suitcase and look for something, and he did let me. So I was like, yeah, no, it's not happening. And something that we were doing in Athens before we got to Santorini is we would set up the tripod and just take like a little timer photo, because obviously we didn't have anyone to take photos of us. So whenever we were at our like accommodation, we would just take like a timer photo of the two of us. So he set up the tripod. He's like, let's get some photos before dinner because the sunset's really nice. So obviously didn't suspect anything because we were doing that every night anyway. So Boyd sets up the tripod and I'm literally sitting there going, Boyd, what are you doing? Like, the angle of that tripod is so bad. Like, and he's like, no, trust me, I think it's gonna look really good. And I was like, whatever. Comes into the frame, he's standing next to me, we're getting a photo, and I'm like fixing my hair and whatever, and then he grabs both my hands and tells me how much he loves me, gets down on one knee, etc. So basically I kind of suspected it was gonna happen, but I did not think he would do it at that moment before dinner. For some reason I thought if he was gonna do it, it was gonna be at dinner, which I'm like, why on earth would he do that in front of like heaps of people? But anyways, he told me dinner was at 7, it actually was at 8, so we had that whole hour to just sort of like soak it in. When it happened, and like for the whole night we were having dinner, everyone at home was asleep, so it meant that we didn't have to like rush to like call people and FaceTime people or like tell anyone. We had like, I think like 3 hours of just sort of like being super present, just the two of us, and just really enjoying the moment. And then after the proposal we had like a 12-course Michelin star dinner. It was honestly like my perfect night. You guys know I love going out for dinner. So yeah, that was the story of how it happened. So no, I did not know at all. I was literally like, no, like whenever someone asked me I was like, there's no way he's gonna do it. And turns out pretty much all of our friends knew as well. Like everyone at the footy club that we're friends with, like everyone knew it was about to happen, which is so funny and just crazy that that whole time everyone knew and I obviously had no idea. Yeah, it was very special, and honestly like I don't think it could have been any more perfect than that. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's like gold, and then it's got the little diamantes along here, but then the back is like gold. And yeah, he did so well. I'm not really one of those girls that had like a dream engagement ring or like a dream proposal or like a date on when I wanted to get proposed at all. So considering he didn't know anything about what I wanted or anything like that, he did so well. All right, Sunday night dinner is served. Mixing it up from the steak night, and I've made like a 1-pan dish with snapper. I went to the seafood shop this afternoon, and I've also got some mixed veg, some lemon, asparagus, heaps and heaps of olive oil, garlic. Like, this is your sign, like eat the garlic whole, it's so good. Onion, and then I've also got like a little thing. I don't know, it just looks so good. Happy Monday. Guys, how bright is it right now? It's 4:30 a.m. And it's overcast. We don't even have a sunrise, which is a little bit annoying, but we're up anyway, and I feel like this is our new routine. And honestly, it's seriously the best getting home at like 5:15, and I'm like, wow, the shops aren't even open yet. I've done my morning routine. Happy days. I just feel so productive. So yeah, happy Monday. This guy's absolutely fearless. You need to cool off, mate. Come on, let's go. I have never gotten so much done by 10 a.m. I'm just really hoping that I can stick to this little routine, and I'm only going to stick to it if I consistently go to bed at 8 o'clock every night. If I start going to bed at like 9, 10, there's just no way, and it's just not going to happen. As you guys know, my engagement ring's a little bit too big, and I have these little like plastic things that I got on Amazon, and it like, I don't know if you can see it, like goes around the ring. Anyways, I'm getting it refitted tomorrow, but this is what I've been doing in the meantime. And I put a new one on because I lost mine yesterday, and I was like, I had it resting on me to cut the plastic, and I cut my top. And I just went and searched, and this is like sold out. Anyways, I actually had a question for you guys. So one of my goals this year was to be consistent on YouTube and to post every single week. And I think I've done that, except when I was in Europe, like, cause some of the trips were 10 days, I would post when that trip was done. So it probably wasn't every single week. It was probably more like fortnightly. But either way, I've been very consistent. But one thing that I've not been consistent with is like the day of the week that I post. I feel like, I don't know, it's just been here, there and everywhere. It used to be every Thursday, then it was every Sunday. Now I'm just about to post on a Monday, but a few weeks ago it was on a Tuesday, and I just want to have a day where I know that you guys can rely on me to always be uploading. So please let me know, is there a day of the week that you guys want me to upload? I'm only asking this because for me, like, podcasts are my thing, and I have like a little schedule where like my favorite podcast uploads on a Monday and a Thursday, and then there's this one on a Tuesday, and I have like a little like timetable where I know who's uploading on what days, and then I get really sad when there's that one day where someone's not uploading a new podcast. So if you have a little schedule like that with your favorite YouTubers, and there's one day of the week that like no one uploads, let me know and I will be that girl for you. So yeah, let me know if there's a certain day of the week. If you don't care, just also let me know, and I'll just make sure I try and upload at the same time every week. I spent a lot of time yesterday sort of like planning out my goals for November. I actually bumped into Georgie Stevenson yesterday on our like morning walk, and you guys, like if you guys know her, she's the founder of Naked Harvest, and she's such like a manifestor and like just goals in that way, and so like organized with what she wants and just big inspiration. But she asked me, she's like, so what's your plan next year? Like what's coming? And I'm like, bro, no idea. Absolutely no idea. My race season starts in 2 weeks. I don't know like what I'm doing this race season. I don't know what races I'm going to. I don't know what my goal is. I feel like I've honestly just like skipped such a long period of time when we went away, and I've come back and I'm like really happy with where I am, but I feel like I'm not working towards anything at all. So I spent some time yesterday getting clear on that, just for November and December, and then I'll spend some time working on 2026. But I feel like I have so many ideas and I'm really creative, but I'm like, nothing is like goals related. It's just like fun things that I want to do. I don't know. At the same time, I'm also trying to really sit in this and enjoy it, because I am such a stress head, and I left before my trip so stressed, wanting to achieve so many things, and it's actually kind of nice just like not having that noise. But I know that I need to at the same time have a little bit of a plan, because that's how I operate. I have been raving on about how good these 4 a.m. starts are, but this is where it gets tricky. So my squad track sessions are at 5 p.m. And in the past, I've really struggled because I've obviously been awake for a very long time, and like track training is not just going for a jog. Like we are sprinting as fast as we possibly can. So that's why I'm really trying to prioritize my sleep. And I'm gonna test out today. This might be risky. I'm gonna have some caffeine on the way to training. It's really late, it's like 4 o'clock. And I'm gonna see how that messes with my sleep. If it doesn't have an impact, which I'm not sensitive to caffeine at all, but I don't know, what's more important, good sleep or good quality training? They kind of go hand in hand. Anyways, I've got training tonight and I'm so excited because today is the first day of a new training block. We've sort of been doing like, not general prep, but like pre-season up until now. And now we get to do all the fun stuff, because this is the block where our like first race takes place. So we're gonna be doing like overspeed, really low volume, like fast. Our 200s drop from like 6 slow 200s with 8 minutes rest to like 3 fast 200s with 20 minutes rest, like fully pure speed. I'm so excited, but I just really hope that the work that I put in Europe is going to transfer to this, and that I wasn't feeling like I was training well there, and then I come to training and I'm actually really, really behind where I should be. So we'll see. The universe is just really not on our sides with these sunrises this week, but we're just trying to stay consistent, so we're here anyway. It's Tuesday morning, which means it's my first gym session of the week. Outfit wise, dusty blue and espresso. I love this color combo at CSB, and I'm really hoping my gym session feels a lot better than it did last week. So I have like pretty much the same stuff. My rep ranges are so low, and this is like not even a deload, like this is just my reality now. So obviously, like I feel like traditionally in the gym you see people doing like 8 to 12 reps. I do 2 reps and that's like one of many reasons why I love what I do. So I've got 4 sets of 2 squats, 3 sets of 2 bench press. Then my accessories are like higher rep, like I've got some GHD stuff at 15, knee extensions at 12s, but all my compounds are like pure power, and you obviously can't do a powerful heavy rep for 12. So yeah, this time of year is like all about pushing as much weight as I possibly can, and also like as fast as I possibly can. So something that we do for a lot of my lifts is we hook up velocity, and we also use force plates. So for velocity, we put a little like strap around the barbell, and I can see the speed that I'm lifting weights at, and that also helps you like prescribe what weight to lift. And there are certain numbers that sort of replicate like as close to sprinting as possible. Then for force plates, I do like my counter movement jump at the start of every session, which is basically like I have my hands on my hips and I have to like jump as high as I can without any arm swing. And I do that to obviously test my jump height, but also your vertical jump is like, it's recently been proven that it's like almost directly correlated to your sprint speed. So the higher you can jump, faster you can essentially run. And it's also a really good readiness score as well. So I often do it at the start of my session, and pretty much if my jump is a lot worse than normal, then it generally means that like my cleans are probably not going to be that great, my squat might not be that great. Like it just kind of is a good representation of how my nervous system is feeling. And it's always good to do it on a Tuesday morning after a Monday night start session, because that's generally like my most taxing on my nervous system, because it's just pure speed, over speed, a lot of speed. So generally the next morning I'm not 100% wired, but it's a good little readiness score, so we know what we're in for in that session and we can make changes. But pre-workout, obviously, sweet strawberry. I have the Naked Harvest one, in case you were wondering. If this is not your sign to eat something before you train, there is no way I could do what I'm doing. Even though I've only got 2 reps, I can't do that shit fasted. But even if I'd just woken up and straight to training, always eat. Your dinner is not enough food for 8 hours later. Just a friendly reminder. Gym update. Okay session. I don't feel myself completely yet, but I can definitely see myself every day feeling better. I feel like I'm probably coming across as like so dramatic with jet lag, but it really is a thing, especially when you're a power athlete and like your performance relies on every percentage that you have to give, and when you don't have it all, things just don't work out. Anyways, so pretty good session. I also had like a really good chat with my coach, and I feel like I just had this whole new perspective on like the gym aspect the gym aspect of my training, which makes me really excited for the next few months. And I think I'll talk about it perhaps in another vlog where I can go through like my training in a little bit more detail. But gym wise, things are good. For the rest of the day, I've pretty much just been like in meetings. I felt this was like a really busy period, like November. Obviously like Black Friday is huge, so on socials it's like just naturally a super busy time with all my like brand partners. Also like going into Christmas, like work Christmas parties, New Year, like there's just so much going on, and I'm sure all of you guys can relate as well. This is just such a busy time of year. Also with my training and my racing, like a first race starts this month, and like my season is going to go for the next 5 months or so. So there's just like a lot happening, but really exciting. But work wise, I've had so many meetings this week because there's obviously so much to catch up on after being away, and there's so much happening, which has been really exciting and fun. And I actually just had a really fun meeting with one of the other co-founders at Dr. Hydrate. So I don't think I've ever really spoken about this, but I am like technically a co-founder of Dr. Hydrate. I sort of like joined their team back in 2022 before they went to market, and I get to do some like fun little things. So obviously, like you guys know, I love it. I have it every single morning when I first wake up. I have like 4 bottles a day. It is seriously the best. It is like what's always in my shaker is Dr. Hydrate. And if you guys haven't tried it, like it's great. It's an electrolyte brand. A lot of my role, I guess, is like on socials and brand awareness and like shoots. They sometimes come to like my training, and like get footage for their paid ads on Facebook, but I also get to sometimes take part in some like really fun behind the scenes stuff before things go to market. So today I was at one of the co-founders' houses and I did some sampling and it was so much fun. I can't tell you guys anything about it because I'm not going to be that person. If you guys, any of you guys have done Hyrox in Australia, you would have seen it because they've been like one of the major sponsors of Hyrox this year. Massive involvement in like surf lifesaving, also Swimming Australia. It's literally everywhere. F45 as well. So this is not an ad or anything. I just absolutely love the product, and if you guys want to try it, I have a code. It's OMAY15. That's also my code for Naked Harvest as well, and it's always in my little like YouTube description link. I like personally always forget that there's a description when I watch YouTube videos, but I pop a lot of little like links and stuff in there if you guys ever need. Guys, I think my dog's broken. Okay, I've decided I'm just gonna have one of my chopped salads again that I'm currently making. So everything's pretty much the same. My chicken is currently boiling and about to explode. But I did buy some celery. I feel like what's been missing is it needs a little bit more crunch, and the cucumber's just like not doing enough. So I got some celery. I've got my like mix here of like onion, tomato, olives, capers, lemon juice, coriander. Coriander's also a new addition. The reason why I made this is I came home and Boyd bought us a fresh loaf of sourdough. So I'm gonna make a little chopped sandwich, but otherwise it's pretty much the same as the other day's one, but I've just added a few extra things. So that's my lunch. So I normally use Greek yogurt to make up my little sauce for this salad, but I actually just got a delivery from Meredith Dairy. They're the brand that do like goat's cheese, and they sent me, I've been always wanted to try this because I love sheep's cheese. It's like the parmesan that I use every night. They sent me sheep's milk yogurt, so I'm gonna try it with you guys because I feel like it could be really good. Interesting. Kind of tastes like a mixture of like Greek yogurt and like cream, but not heavy cream, like almost like an almost whipped cream. Like it's very light. Yeah, I think I will use it actually. I am so sorry guys, I completely forgot to wrap up this vlog. I had the best morning ever, and I actually had to vlog it for like short form, so you guys will see it on my YouTube shorts. Sunrise was incredible. Then I went straight to training. It was like such a good session. It was so hot, and I just love that feeling of like first thing in the morning I'm like dripping in sweat, training in the sun. Went for a swim with Boyd, went and got a matcha. Just like really productive, great day. And I love like getting my Wednesday morning session done first thing in the morning because it means I have the rest of the Wednesday off, and Thursday is my rest day. So I get like what feels like, no, it's more than 48 hours off because then my next session's Friday night. So I get like 2 and a bit days off, which is honestly the best. So yeah, thank you for watching guys. I don't even like, I've been jet lagged for half this vlog, so I don't even really remember where it started, but thank you for coming along. It is so good to be home. It is so good to be showing you guys my normal life. As much as traveling was fun, and it feels so good to be back. And let me know what you guys want to see, or if there's anything you want me to talk about or show you guys or anything like that, or any ideas, always send them through. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.